Hello.
Good
Nice to see you
morning.
again.
You too.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Drinks and Reads.
Drinks
Okay,
and
I'm confident
reads.
that time we got it right. I mean, like the last time we recorded, like I was like, yes, you got it right, but we didn't. We're like so far off.
One of us
Yeah,
is always
yeah.
ahead.
I blame Riverside. I blame this software that we're using. This is our second time fucking
Me too.
recording this because yesterday there was like a fucking major outage. And
Yeah, along with the rest of the
lucky
internet.
us, we were
Yeah.
recording during that time and it fucked up everything. I mean, we got the
Could
video,
you
but like the audio isn't synced. The video isn't synced. So like you're talking and then I'm saying something else that doesn't like correlate with what you're saying. So that sucks.
Yeah. Could you imagine how many people were doing that at the time?
I can only imagine, I'm trying to contact
I
Riverside to
know.
see if they can save my shit, but this is round 2.
What does Woody say? Don't count on it.
Excuse my voice again. I'm still a little congested. I'm blaming it on my allergies. It's my allergies.
It's gotta be. The weather changing is crazy.
As much as I love this weather does not love me, and that makes me sad.
Yesterday was like almost 70 degrees after
Yeah,
school.
it was. I did feel like in the morning when we were recording, I felt like cold, and then like more towards the afternoon, I was like, "What the fuck? I
Yes.
feel hot now."
I went out there in like these Sherpa joggers that I had worn in
Yeah.
the morning. So after school, I'm like sweating. I'm like, no, I have to get
And then when you
out
go
of
back out,
these.
it's fucking cold again. It doesn't make any sense. I hate it.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Oh, what are you
I know.
drinking? Me too.
Soda.
I'm drinking a Sprite though.
Yay.
When I went
Sprite.
back to go get a drink, I was like, damn, would it be frowned upon if I grabbed a beer? I'm like, it's 12 o'clock though. Judge
Wait for dinner.
me if it was like 10 o'clock. Other than that,
That's
anything
funny.
after 11, I think, is acceptable.
It's true. At that point, it's like 5 o'clock
Right?
somewhere.
I was just thinking that too.
Hmm.
All right. So today we're going to keep continuing on our theme with the Halloween cabinets of curiosities. And in this cabinet this time, we're going to be doing Twisted Family's Dark Inheritance. Did I say that right?
It's probably backwards.
I'm sure it is. Like after I said it, I'm like, I got that wrong. But you know what? You get the point. We're going to start off with my favorite or our favorite book, The Family Upstairs. I'm just kidding. I didn't like this book.
Worst.
It was stupid.
It was the worst. But I think we're impartial though, because we do not like Miss
You
Lisa Jewell
know,
in anything she has to
this
offer,
was the
really.
first and last book I ever picked up from Miss Jewell. I don't think, my niece read the other popular book. I didn't get the name of the book. I think it's like this, she's gone. It's something about her fucking disappearing. And my niece was all like,
Someone's
someone's
gone.
not there. My niece read it and she's like, this is a stupid fucking book. And I'm like, that validates everything I need to know about her. I'm not going to continue reading her.
No, it was terrible. I just think it's like the way she writes too. She's an unreliable
Mhm.
narrator. There's like inconsistencies in the timeline. There's inconsistencies in character
Yeah.
development. For me, it didn't hit the
No,
mark.
I mean, I understand. I don't know. Like maybe it's me. I'm gonna blame myself. Maybe I just don't have the brain capacity to keep up with the dual timelines and the multiple POVs. But that's where I was just like disconnected. I'm like, I don't care anymore.
And see, I blame that on the way that it's written, because we've read books that
Yeah.
have dual timelines, have 4 characters, but they're written so seamlessly that we're able to keep track and not having
Yeah.
to go back. This was written, was it her first book? Because it was
I actually don't think it
terrible.
is. I think this was probably. Oh, she's also one of those authors that are like pushing the shit out. And I know I told you this yesterday, but I like side-eye authors that do that are just capable of just fucking
Yeah.
letting them rip year after year. It's like, okay, you're either on some type of drug or you're just that fucking talented. Either way, like, I'm sorry. I'm judging you a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because there was such big hype at the time when we read this book. This is one of our oldest
Mhm.
probably reads. But at the time they were like, Lisa Jewell, Lisa Jewell, Lisa Jewell. We read it and we were like,
I was like,
is this?
no.
Right. You're like, Dr. Seuss
Yeah.
books read better than this. What are you talking about?
Go ahead before we continue talking shit, because we could fucking go on. You should have heard us yesterday. We were just like,
You're absolutely right.
It's like, "Okay, ladies, get to the point."
Right.
Mm,
You're right. I digress. I'm sorry. So, our first book is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, and it is a story about our main
mhm,
character. Her name is Libby. And present day, present day, she's
mhm.
25 years old. She inherits this grand house. Um, and it turns out that it's her birth family's house. Libby is adopted and she was unsure of her past, but of course now this letter shows up and she's like, "Okay, you know what? I'm ready to
Yeah,
dive in."
who wouldn't? Upon receiving a mansion, like, fuck yeah.
Right, it was a huge mansion and her family name was the
Mhm.
Lambs, which is weird. Um, so the letter drags open a decades-old mystery. The Lambs were found dead in the house when Libby was an infant. Two older children vanish, and the house itself wrapped in secrets of manipulation, control, and
Mm,
violence. Of course, the whole point of the story is for her to learn all about her family and the house and the lore, and I mean, who wants to inherit that
right.
shit?
That's pretty weird. And then to top it off, like, okay, it's just like after she inherits the house, she's like, "Oh, let me find out what happened." And it's like, "Oh, weird shit happened. Oh, look at there's this guy that wrote the story about it. He's still around. Let me holler at him and see if he can help
Mhm.
me uncover what the fuck was the big deal about it."
Let
Yeah.
me holler at him.
So that's like character number
Right.
2 out of the fucking 8 that the
Henry.
fucking 8 that we get, and it's all like, at least I remember who he is and what part he played, but, like, the other characters that were introduced, I'm like, "Who are these people? Wait, who's that again?" It was just, like, really again,
Yeah.
maybe it was just me, like, I couldn't keep up with it. I finished the book, but it was like I found myself forgetting who was everybody.
Yeah, and then with Henry, we get like this is where the inconsistencies come in the dual timelines because it's like for some reason I feel like too none of these characters fully
Mhm.
arc. They're given like pieces of the story and then we never come
Yeah.
back to them. So it's written funky. I mean, I gave it a 1 because it's like it's a who done it, but it's kind of like okay, now she's got this big house, so what is she supposed to do with it? But everybody hates like the
Uh-huh.
lore that comes with it, and then how did she get out, and, where are the siblings that
Yeah.
disappeared, and we have to talk to people who are in France, and then it's just like it's an all over the
And
world
it was
mystery, and I wasn't
Yeah,
here
and it was
for
like a
it.
really big turn off, like, uh, for just going back and forth really, and then diving into some of the characters' like backstory too, and it's like, at
Yeah.
that
What do we
right,
need it
exactly.
for?
If you're not going to come back to it, at least from what I remember, because again, we read this like a while ago, and that's what I could remember how the book made me feel. At least, like, I don't care anymore. Like, you're giving me too much and not telling me enough.
Right, and I feel like too, we don't really get anywhere like she was adopted at 10 months, she grew up
Hmm.
a certain way, and now she has to come back, but it's like, okay, do we
Hmm.
get to the point? No, not till, like, 400 pages later, and by that time, it's like you said yesterday, nobody cares
Yeah.
because the payoff and the twist and all that, they were fucking
It was, like,
short-lived.
really anticlimactic, like, I at that point, it was, like, "Really? That's all you're giving me out of this fucking big book?" Or these, long pages, all these fucking words that you came up with, and it was just so unfulfilling.
Yeah, truly, and it's like, okay, you we got here and now what, Lisa?
I don't care.
I don't care.
Surprise, it was a fucking cult, and it was all like, "You took too long to get to that point for me." Like, I
Get
understood
there. Yeah.
the first time you were describing the guy, like, I get it. He was, like, really charismatic, as they all are apparently, but just, like, keep going back and describing, like, how charismatic he is, like, I get it. Do you want me to sign up for it? Because at this point I will, so you can shut the fuck up.
I will sign up for the call if you leave me the fuck alone with your book.
And, she did make a part 2 to the book. I forgot the name again, like, I had it down. I think it's called The Family Remains.
And it's like there's a way to do an ending of a book that
Mhm.
has loose ends, but like also gives you a sense of closure, I guess, for this
Yeah.
part of the story. Well, knowing that there might be a second, but this one is like, I don't give a fuck if there's a second. I'm not gonna read it. Like you've duped me once, I will not let you dupe me twice.
Not only that, like, I guess it must be a us thing, like, we're the problem at this point because if it it obviously had, like, such an impact, like, to fucking make her wanna have a part 2 to it or write about it, and then, like, looking through Reddit, like, people enjoyed it, and I'm like, "Dang, like, where are my people that did not like it?" It was a few, like, not as many as how many people liked it. So I'm like, yeah, so I'm like, "Damn,
Really?
we're the problem."
Why were people saying
I
that
don't
they
fucking
liked
know.
it?
Like, when they said they liked it, I was like, "Skip. I don't care."
You were looking for
Yeah.
this book sucked. I don't know, for like a I can't even call it a popcorn thriller, right? Because it's like more than
Yeah.
350 pages. So it's like it it was just unnecessarily what did you call it yesterday? Don't read this book unless you wanna
Yeah.
be attacked by adjectives? She definitely had a word count to hit, and it was tragic. That was the only thing dark and twisted about this inheritance, that the story was
That shit was too
tragic.
long.
Poor
I
Livy.
know, and then she's gonna have to relive all that again with the second book.
I mean, if you read the first one and liked it, just let me know why.
For
Expand my
real.
brain,
I
because I don't get
obviously,
it.
at this point, I think, like, we're the problem because a lot of people liked it.
Maybe. I'll
We'll
give you
see.
that. Explain to me why you liked it and if you read part 2.
Right. Which I think, like, the people that follow us probably have not even, like, heard of it, which lucky you.
How many
I
stars
gave
did
it
you give it?
3, only because I finished it, though. That's my rating
Yeah, that's
system,
true.
like, you're getting a 1 if I DNF'd you. You're getting a 3 if I finished you,
Mm.
but even though I gave you a 3, doesn't necessarily mean I think your fucking book is worth 3, you know? Let's clear that up, okay?
A 3 star is a
E
grace rating
exactly,
from you.
exactly.
Yeah,
And even then, like, not even a lot of books
that's
get
funny.
4 or 5s for me.
I give those out like they're candy.
So we've been told. Alright, so our next book is one that we enjoyed. I at least
Believe it or not,
for real,
people.
right? Our next book is Come With Me by Ronald Malfi. Did I say his name right? I
Mhm,
hope I did. So, we enjoyed this book. Again, this is another book that we read a while ago, but
mhm.
I felt like it was really done nicely. I'm gonna let you go ahead and explain what's it about.
So Come With Me by Ronald Malfi is a slow-burning, grief-soaked
Mm,
thriller, with tons of psychological, suspense. I think because this book is a little
uh-huh,
different. What, our main character, Aaron so what happens to him is, unfortunately, his wife dies in a
mhm,
tragic shooting, and he's having some survivor's guilt because she wanted him to go with her to the mall. He said no, and there was a,
mhm,
tragic shooting. And so he definitely is leaning into
yeah,
his guilt, and he starts to, like, go through her things as one does, when they lose someone. And unfortunately, it all starts with the fact that he finds a
yeah.
motel receipt, and he thinks his wife was skirting behind his back.
Which
And I don't know which one's worse
I probably would have preferred, you
because
know?
then he, like, uncovers this fucking investigation that she was
Exactly.
doing, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god.
He's like, "My little
That
housewife."
low down dirty bitch. What has she been doing?
He's like, "What a bitch, I always knew it." He uncovered the
He's like, damn, that's not what
investigation,
I thought.
and he's like, "Fuck." He's like, "Now I'm gonna have to
And
finish
now
this
I'm gonna
shit."
have to fucking go rally up the gang and fucking do some Scooby Doo investigation. Uh-oh.
Okay. But yeah, I don't like that part of it is funny and we laugh about it, but it was written well. And this is another one. This is a perfect example of a dual timeline book that was written
Yeah.
well. Because of course we have to go back and we have to go over what's her name?
Oh, damn, I don't know.
What's his wife's name? We have to go over her
Uh-huh.
Allison. We have to go over her investigation and
Yeah.
get up to date so that we can continue the investigation. So all that uncovering of truths and whatnot, I think for me, it was written
Yeah.
really well.
What I liked most about it too was that it didn't like you said it does do like back and forth, but I don't feel like it
Mhm.
stayed too much in the past, like it was mentioned, it was brought up briefly and then
Yeah,
like move on. I like that. Chef's kiss.
right.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping it short and simple.
Well, because Alan's investigating a
Mhm.
string of murders, and she was like this
Yeah.
fucking close. And granted, she didn't tell anybody
Mhm.
what she was doing, but in the end, should we say, in his grief, guilt, and
Uh-huh.
obsession, he
Yeah,
gets
okay,
there.
yeah. Don't say too much after
Yeah.
that. Mhm.
Okay. He gets there, and the ending in this one does pay off. Cause this bad boy, I
Yeah,
gave it a 5 star.
for sure.
What did you give
it
it?
was one of the times where I wasn't, like, rating books, but I would give it a 4, a
Um,
solid 4, only because I
yeah,
like what we
right?
were saying yesterday. I liked how the fact that this book is, like, horror thriller, but I think the only
Uh-huh.
reason why it's labeled horror is because it does have, like, paranormal aspects to it, but, like, it's not heavy into the paranormal, and that's
Right. And I think with this one, the paranormal was done
very
exquisitely.
nicely. I really liked it. Like, don't get me like there's a full on fucking ghost apparitions, ghosts lurking in the shadows and shit like that, because that wasn't the case. Like the paranormal that was in this ties in so nicely with
Uh-huh.
the end as well. Like there's a big like fucking
Mhm.
plot twist or at the end
Right.
towards it, and I thought that was done really, really good.
Yeah, me too. It gave like, how do I say it? It gave like you're on the
Mhm.
edge of your seat. You need to know what's gonna happen, and then when you get there, you're blown away
Right.
sufficiently. You know what I mean? Like, you're like,
Like,
"Oh,
damn.
fuck.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
yeah,
good."
exactly.
Like, "Oh."
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it kept me entertained, and I liked it all the way. And I think, Ronald Malfi, we've read by him before, right?
We read Little Girls, and I hated that book. Like, I thought that book was so fucking stupid.
Oh, no, not 1
Yeah.
and 1.
I did mention to you yesterday that there was another book by him that I wanted to read, and you said you seen the movie and you didn't like it. The Devil All the Time with
Oh,
Robert Patterson?
shit. The devil all the
Yeah.
time. And then I said, "Fuck it, I'll read it with you," but the movie was creeps
Yeah.
me
Like,
out.
is it like horror, like paranormal, or is it just like a thriller?
It's kind of like this
Really?
one, actually. Like, there's a buildup, and then there's
Mhm.
stuff at the end, and you're like but, like, the movie makes you fucking
Yeah.
uncomfortable. You saw the preview to
Bits
it?
and pieces. I know he has, like, a southern accent, and I guess that's what, like, really like, "Oh, I wanna see that."
He does his job in making you
Yeah.
feel uncomfortable. Like, I hated him sufficiently throughout the entire thing, and I really wanted him done for at the
Oh, no.
I was like, "Somebody take this
Uh,
guy out."
which makes me wanna read the book.
But it's pretty good. I would imagine the book is out. The book is
Yeah.
better than the movie. I don't know. You know, I got a soft
I
spot for
really
Robert.
I'm sure you do. I really wanna read it, though. I think that should be next on the
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
curious now. The devil all the time. Is that anywhere that we can read it?
I'm not sure, but I know I have, like, the physical copy of it.
Do you
Found it
really?
at the thrift store.
That makes me wanna research it
Hell
now.
yeah.
The devil all the time. Yeah, because it's like a hit or miss with Ronald, but this one in particular, Come With Me, it was
Yes,
really
I
good.
really enjoyed this book. Would recommend. 10 out of
Mhm.
10 for me.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
Oh, like, going back,
Yeah,
Lisa Joy, I
because
would not recommend. This
what?
one,
Go ahead.
recommend. Go ahead.
Yes. No, I was just gonna say, the way that he's able to blur reality with supernatural is pretty good.
Yeah, I appreciate okay, I love, like, spooky shit and all that too, but sometimes, like, it could get a little cheesy, a
Yeah.
little corny if not done nicely, it's like, really a fucking ghost, like, But with this, it was all like, "Oh, okay, I see what you did there, and I liked it."
See, that's how I felt about, The House Across the Lake by
Uh-huh.
Riley Sager. Like, terrible. It's like a fucking where the fuck did the ghost come from, sir?
I now I wanna read that book. I'm curious to see how they, had the ghost placement on there.
And you know what's funny? My sister read it and
Mhm.
she liked it, and I hated it with my soul, so you'll be the
Okay.
tiebreaker.
I have that book, I think I do somewhere, and
It's, like, for sure a fast
I'm
read,
gonna
yeah.
read it, adding it to the list right now.
Right behind The Devil
Exactly,
All the
there you
Time.
go. Which is funny that we mentioned Riley Sager because that's gonna be our next book.
Right. You're absolutely
Our
right.
next book, Home After damn it!
Before Dark.
I
You keep
kept
saying
saying
after.
after yesterday too, sorry.
Alright, take it away. Which one?
Home
Home
Before Dark.
Before Dark.
Not to be confused with Home After Dark, because Home After Dark is a TV series. Home Before Dark. Alright. Um, no, how about you go take it away? I like when you say it because you
Why?
speak so nicely.
Oh, you're gonna do the next episode, that's why. With your favorite movie, your favorite book.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, honestly. It's one of those books that stayed with me because just
I
like
get
I
you.
don't know if you did it
I'm just
audio.
teasing.
Did you do it on audio?
Yeah,
Okay,
through the library.
so I did not like the narrator in that book. I
Mm-mm.
think that's what like really I disliked about it.
takes away from
Yeah,
it,
but the
yeah.
story and the premise of it is, like, what I liked about it. But,
Mhm.
Home Before Dark by Riley Sager.
Home Before Dark by Riley Sager is a haunted house
Mhm,
thriller, and with this one, we follow our main character, Maggie Holt. Maggie's dad dies, and she inherits the old
mhm.
mansion that they owned. And she doesn't remember living there, but they used to live there when she
A baby.
was a baby
Maybe, like, 5
baby.
years old.
Oh, no, she was
Yeah,
5 years old. Yeah, you're right. So, her family lived in this, mansion that they bought. It's called
mhm.
Bainbury Hall, and, like, crazy shit
Yeah.
starts to happen, right? Haunted shit starts to happen to the point where they, like, flee in the middle
Didn't
of the
even stay
night.
there long, probably, like, 20 fucking seconds. Oh, 20
20 days.
20 days
Yeah,
max, and they fucking dipped out of there.
it was
Mhm.
20 days. Yeah. And afterwards, he writes this epic, scary story about their time in
Yeah.
the mansion.
A
Yep. And
And then when
go ahead.
she, inherits the house, she is kind of, like, hating it already because of the fact that her dad, like, made this book about the time that they spent there, and just because she was so young and she didn't remember, she thinks he's a fucking liar. But this book has
Right.
so much fucking hype, it has the lore of the house and the neighborhood, the people fucking hate it that grew up around there, people love it
Yeah.
because it was such a badass book. So it has, like, it's infamous or famous in that type of way, and she doesn't like it. So she wants to fucking get in there, fix the shit up, and get the fuck out.
Yeah, they were even, like, no
Right.
contact, right? Yeah, because she hated, like, the attention that they got from it, and he was, like, writing about, like you said, the lore of it, murder, the love affairs in the book, who died,
All the ghosts that
and
were there.
the book was
Mhm.
yeah. And so you're right, she wants to renovate it and sell it just for
Mhm.
the
But little
money.
does she know,
But then when
little does she know when she gets there, that's when she's like, shit, maybe he was right.
yeah,
Mm.
she starts to, like, even physically 'cause this is another one where we're going from the book to present day, from the book to present
Which
day.
also, like I said yesterday, I love the fact that they included inserts from the dad's book, like he was reading along. I love
Me
that part.
too.
That like also like dual timeline, I guess you could say, but it's like him just reading off his book and then they go into the chapter of like,
Yeah.
you know, what happens next. And I just thought that was really good of the book. Nicely done.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. And, because as she's remembering and going through the house and stuff, she's also, like, talking to the people who live
Mhm.
around it. Because she was 5, she doesn't know shit, and she's like, "Is this motherfucker telling the truth, or did he write a bunch
Right.
of lies?" So she's like, "Let me poke around, let me talk to people," and she does end up learning that a girl disappeared from there right around the time that they
Right.
were there.
Yep.
And to me, it's like she goes down this rabbit hole of what could have
Mhm.
happened that she can't even imagine what the fuck the truth was, you know
Right.
what I mean?
So she's yeah, she's like you said, she's just starting to go down this fucking rabbit hole. Like she's just trying to uncover the truth and see what was really going on. And then while she's doing that, weird shit is
Mhm.
also happening to her.
Mhm.
So it was just like,
Like, footsteps, secret, passages she ends up
mhm.
finding, the snakes that fall out of the ceiling. It's just like a bunch of shit starts to happen, and she goes,
She's
this
like,
is why
I
we
didn't remember
left."
this when I was 5.
No shit. Duh, Maggie.
Girl, I don't even remember what I did yesterday.
And it's like, so, this book does I think I give it a
Hmm.
5 too, which is hilarious. But she ends up going down this rabbit hole that she is the house haunted, or are there forces beyond her control that are haunting the house?
Ooh, I like that. But if you read this book, you will find out along the way.
And the good thing about this one was I feel like we read it
Hmm.
very quickly, and what, it's like 300 and some pages,
Yeah, it's a
almost 400
shorty.
pages,
Yeah.
but it's worth it.
I
I like how it was
I
a shorty.
I did, do this audio. I was trying to remember. Yeah, I did do this audio. And even though, like, I didn't really like her
Yeah, me
voice
too.
in it, it was okay.
The imagery
There
was
there
good
you
enough,
go.
though.
Exactly.
Yeah, I liked it.
Would recommend. And it,
Definitely.
again, like, Riley Sager is one of those authors in my eyes, like, he just pushes them out, like, every fucking year. He does
I think he's had a book every year since, like,
he
2017.
has. And, side eye, but you know what? Imma give you a pass because I liked some of your books.
I think I've got like 3 that we've read, 2 or 3
Yeah, the only
maybe.
one left.
The other one that we loved was The Only One Left. Final Girls, I
That's
can't
funny.
finish. I'm gonna, but I can't. Which one was the one that you Middle of the Night?
I did not
You did not
like
like
Middle of
Middle
the
of the
Night. I
Night.
mean, I got a 3 because I finished it and I was like, I need to know what happens. And it was just like really, adult ending, like really
Yeah.
stupid. But yeah.
Was it predictable?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
Oh,
I can't remember if I
that's
found myself
terrible.
saying I fucking knew it, but I felt like I
Ah,
probably did.
like when you guess the movie halfway through and
Knew
you're like, "I
Yeah,
fucking knew
exactly.
it."
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like he's definitely a hit or miss,
He sure is. He sure is. God damn it.
but
We
we keep
keep
doing it.
falling back into it. I don't know, like him and Grady Hendrix is also like another. I feel like he pushes them out. He pushes them out, but not that often. I want to say he's like every 2 years. He's like every.
I was finally let down by
Why you
Grady
didn't like that?
Hendrix with the Wayward for Witchcraft
Yeah,
or something like that. No, I think I give it like what did I give it? 3 or
yeah,
4? Let me Yeah, that one I was like, what was that?"
yeah. I was expecting more out of that too.
And I was pissed
Did you?
I bought it,
I did
like,
too.
physically.
That book I bought when I went to New Orleans. I think. Did I? I think I did buy that when I went to New Orleans.
Oh, yeah, I did. I gave it oh, you can't even
Three,
see it. I
four,
gave it
3.
3 stars.
Let me see what
Terrible.
I gave it actually.
And I love a good Grady Hendrix book
Let me see.
because all the Horror Store, fucking loved it, gave it a 5. My Best Friend's Exorcism, loved
I
it,
love
gave
that
it a
book.
5. It was like, now I'm
Let
sad.
me see what I gave it. I gave it a 4. Wow, I'm a liar. No, I'm a
Not a
fucking liar.
liar.
Oh my god, guys, don't trust me.
Now we finally
Oh
caught you.
god, take me to jail.
It'll be a nice
I know, right?
vacation.
So yeah, that was it for the books that we were going to talk about today. I'm so sad about the recording from yesterday. Like, guys, believe me when I
I
say like we
know.
were hitting the fucking punchlines and the fucking zingers. Like, we were just full of energy yesterday.
We're trying to get that
Hmm.
back, but we're sad about it.
Yeah. I did some repeats
Yeah.
today, but it just didn't hit the same as it did yesterday. You just had to be there.
No.
You just
Uh-uh.
have to take my word for it. We were like really funny yesterday.
And I'm rarely funny, but I was
You
on funny
fucking
yesterday.
were. I'm so sad. Hopefully.
I was a little more conservative
You
today.
were.
I was a little more conservative today.
And it
That's
would have
all
got
I'll
canceled
say.
yesterday. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. It was funny.
There would have been massive cuts of us talking, and then all of a sudden, like,
Going into like me fucking
our
yeah.
conversation. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh yeah. Okay, let me do that repeat again too. So listener shot yesterday. I'm gonna say the same one for today. Um, so for listener shout, I don't know necessarily if it's like I'm gonna consider it like a shout out. I want to shout out like listener shot Jasmine for messaging me and asking me if we were gonna fucking read Alchemized, and which is funny because we bought the book, both of us. We bought, or you have it on Kindle,
I'm doing audio. Right. And
and I
digital,
bought
right.
it
An
the
ebook.
physical of it. And so when she asked me, I was like, I have it, but we haven't like decided when. And then right when she like messaged me, it's like, okay, we're gonna read it. So Alchemize, like I don't know like how we would do that. It's just such a fucking big book. This is probably like the biggest book I've read ever. Yeah.
Ever. Thank you, Jasmine, for
Thank
the
you.
recommendation. Or at least lighting the fire under our butts so we can
No
read it.
shit. I'm excited. I'm really liking it right now.
For it being 1,000 pages, like we're definitely going through all the tropes, right?
Yes.
Some okay, some
Oh, yeah.
but I think the overall theme plot, I think it's getting there, and I keep seeing videos of people crying at the end, and I'm like, "Oh, am I gonna feel
Am I
something
gonna
at the end
cry
of this?"
too? Is that gonna be me?
I probably will. You
No,
probably
it like
won't.
a certain part of the book.
Someone's dying
Oh,
for
for
sure, I feel
sure.
like.
For sure. Not my favorite trope is in there, but
Mm-mm.
I'm willing to look past that. Um, I would not recommend this to someone that's, like, not an avid reader for sure, like,
It's definitely not a beginner's fantasy book. Don't do it if you haven't read anything else
don't do it
ever.
if you don't like Game of Thrones, you don't like, Lord
Mhm.
of the Rings, you don't like
If you don't like Googling terms.
that too. It's like I don't mind it because I'm interested in the magic system, right? But I
Right.
do find myself having to go back to TikTok to find out like what the fuck does that mean? And people are finding it helpful if you just replace one of the words with magic and you wouldn't have a problem.
Okay.
But let that be a reminder if you're gonna fucking go into it, like it's a lot of like learning what words mean.
The world building is
It is.
incredible. How many pages are we in? And I feel like I am still Googling the difference between necromancy, vivimancy,
Animanciers.
and I forgot the third
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Animancy, right? Like, there's all these Nancys in here, and I'm like,
Which
"What is
Nancy are you
happening?"
referring to?
Yeah, it's just like, okay. In some aspects, and then in other aspects, I'm completely
Yeah.
swooning. I found myself earlier, I was like,
Yeah.
"No!" And it's like, well, I won't give it away, right, until we're ready to do the full review, but I'm interested. I think we're like 800, nine
Yeah,
hundred pages
700
in.
pages for me at least because you are ahead of me now.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a little bit ahead of you. Yeah.
Um, but again, like you're not gonna like it if world building is anything.
'Cause I think there's like
It's
75
a big
chapters.
one, you know.
And we are doing immersive reading. We are reading the actual book, and then we're doing the audio. And with the
Uh-huh.
narrator,
She is
love
doing a
her.
fantastic job. I want her to read to me to sleep.
And, like, I can see how they're about to make this a
I see
movie.
it too, and it's gonna. Oh my god! Hopefully they don't fucking ruin it. But again, don't read this.
I need the casting to be
I
spot
need you
on.
to be on it. I need a fucking team full of writers. I need the people that did Hunger Games, Game of Thrones. Uh, I need it to be
Yeah.
fucking top notch. Okay, don't fucking skimp out on the budget either.
Who do you think should play,
I have
Farron?
no idea. Like, I'm not good with fan casting. I'll fucking recommend like
I gotta
the
think about
worst
that for a
one
little bit.
ever.
You better not put in the guy who plays Thor, and you better not put in Chris Pratt, and you better not put in who's the guy who plays, America's Ass? What's his
Chris
name?
Evans,
Can't
really?
stand him.
But okay, to be
No.
fair, like they're all kind of
Farron.
old, like older. Like I see Farron as mid-20s.
Like Jacob Elordi? At this point, he's in
No, I
everything, so
wouldn't
I
want
wouldn't
him.
want him to be, like,
Mm-mm.
the number 1
No, it has to
choice.
be someone new.
Damn it, I'm gonna have to think about that one. Just don't make him
Oh god,
short.
no. Don't do that.
Like Tom Holland.
Oh,
Like,
he is
don't. Farron has to be at least 6'3".
I don't know.
Adam Driver?
No, he's kinda
No.
old, isn't he?
No. Kylo Ren. Yeah, he
Yep,
is. He's
nope,
in his
can't do it.
40s.
Wouldn't work. Would not work.
It's because like, I'm thinking more towards that way, like a dark
Mm,
aura about him, and I can't think of
I
anybody.
can't either. I'm pretty sure like TikTok's already starting with the fan casting.
I would love that. You need to look that up for us because I don't
That
have
makes me
TikTok
sad
anymore.
actually, because every time I want to send you something, I'm like, God damn it. I don't want to download and send this, sir.
Screen record. What do I tell I always tell Noah, "Screen record
Just
it."
go back and limit yourself.
You know, I had to teach David how to screen record the other day.
Stop.
I'm like, "What are you, 40?" I was like, "Come on, let's screen record." Because he wanted to send me a,
Mhm.
recipe, and I was like, "I don't have Facebook," and he goes, "Well, how do I do it then?" And I was like, "Screen record it." He goes, "What's that?" And I was
Sir,
like, and I'm
duh,
the older one.
doesn't seem that way.
But yeah, reading
Someone entered my house.
a
No, sorry.
ghost.
What were you gonna say? Oh,
I
I thought you were gonna
wasn't
say
gonna say
something.
anything.
But yeah, immersive reading been fucking top notch in my book. Like I can't see myself doing it any other
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, this is the first book where I actually appreciate it because it's
Yeah.
so big, and there's so much foreign language to me that I need to be able to see it to
You really
understand
need to
it.
lock in. Like no distractions. You need to
Yeah,
be by
for sure.
yourself. Fucking do what you got to do to fucking zone the world out. Throw your phone in the trash for the next hour and really pay attention.
Mhm. 'Cause if you miss something, you will miss a key part to this story. I feel like everything is vital in the
Yeah,
grand scheme of things.
really. So again, listener shot. Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank
And
you.
you want to go ahead and share your wild card?
Oh, yeah, my wild card for what was it? Dark Twisted Families and
Yeah.
no. Dark
Twisted
Inheritances,
Families,
right?
Dark Inheritance.
And I am doing Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney.
Uh,
That book is really good. And in that one, it's about a family of cuckoos that have to get together on Granny's birthday, and they end up dying one by one. Whoever lives at the end gets Granny's
that's the way
inheritance.
I'm gonna do it.
And let me mention that they're all
Uh-huh.
in a house
Uh-huh.
on an island that requires a boat to go in and out. So do with that as you will.
And Granny got a hit list.
Granny did not come to play.
And for my wild card, I'm picking The Death. I really like this cover. Like every time I see it, I always want to grab it, but I never do. Like maybe later I'll grab it because I'm a sucker for covers, okay? Like
I know you are.
I just need it. I just need to see it. I need it displayed. But The Death of Jane Lawrence, damn, I forgot what it was about. Let me read off Google really quickly.
Like when Vanessa's picking books and she's like, "Don't you love this cover?" And I'm like, "What does the inside say?" She goes, "I don't know."
That's not what I'm asking you.
I know. And I'm like, "Nope, I got to read the inside, the back cover. I got to sit with it for a while." But you
I
love a good
do.
cover.
It's horror fiction, gothic fiction, historical fantasy. It's set in a dark mirror version of post-war England. Caitlin Starling crafts a new kind
Oh.
of gothic horror from the bones of the beloved canon. Wait, tell me what's it about? What the fuck? I don't give a shit about the author. Yeah.
Reviews.
Dang, am I blind? I can't find what it's about.
Here, let's see. What
Jane
is it? The Death of who?
Lawrence, because I'm just like looking like right off this, and it's like get the book
Mhm.
about this edition, an instant bestseller. Like, okay, no, tell me what it's about.
So, The Death of Jane Lawrence is a gothic horror novel about a practical, independent woman who enters a marriage of convenience with a
Mm,
surgeon. After an incident forces her to stay at this ancestral home, she uncovers a dark supernatural secret involving her husband's family.
inheriting generational curse. No, thank you. But will like to read about it.
Right, I mean, especially if she comes out richer at the end. No, I'm
That's
just
always a plus. Sign me up. I'll be cursed.
You married a surgeon. Of course, no problem. And that, my friends, is a bigger plot
I'm
there.
sure.
If
Ooh,
she
I'm pretty
makes
sure
it.
she doesn't because the title is The Death of Jane Lawrence.
Unless he's like a Dr. Frankenstein
Or
and brings her ass
something.
back. That one sounds good though.
I'm gonna go look. I actually am gonna go look for it later.
Where do you usually see it?
I haven't seen it at a thrift store. I just see it like on Barnes and Noble or some shit. Yeah,
Really?
I
It's a
actually
newer
seen it at
one.
Open Books once. I think. No, I'm lying because if I would have seen it at Open Books, I would have bought it, especially if it was like used. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to have like a son that goes to a school that's next to a bookstore, so I'm gonna wait instead
Yay.
of like me parked on the side waiting for him. I'm gonna go to the bookstore and you're gonna walk there. You're gonna meet me there.
Come down the block. Yeah, and I bet you
He
he won't
sure
mind
won't.
either.
He sure won't. He always likes a little adventure in walking. All
Yep.
right.
Isn't that crazy? I don't know how teenagers do that.
We
Know how
were
to walk
once
everywhere.
there too. I remember I walked from your house to my house. Yeah,
What?
because right there the bus only went to Archer and I didn't have any more um singles on me. So I only had like 10s and 20s and I couldn't, at that time there was no
Vanessa.
Apple Pay, there was no Venture card. If you wanted to pay cash, you had to have like singles on you. Did not have any singles, so I
Yeah.
had to get off the bus and walk from your house to my house. It was an adventure.
I didn't
Mhm.
know that.
Long ago, many moons ago. It's okay.
You know, I used to walk from the do you remember the Kmart
Yeah,
that I used to work at? I used to walk
you're
from there all the way to
crazy.
my house. That was more than 20
That's
blocks.
insane. All right, guys. I think we're gonna
Sometimes the city buses really take
it
that
sure
long, though.
does. All right, guys, we're gonna fucking we're just gonna go on a fucking tangent right now if you just let us keep going. Somebody
You're
stop
absolutely
us.
right.
Hey guys, so if you want to follow us, you can follow us on Instagram at Drinks and Reads. I have a TikTok too, but what you see on Instagram is what you're gonna see on TikTok. So it's like whatever your preference is of fucking social media, whatever. My reading page is at Ness Reads 2, also on Instagram.
Yes.
Um, My content isn't the same on TikTok because I do have the same Let's Reach too on TikTok, but you're gonna see
Yeah.
pictures of my plants, honestly. And if you want to follow Annie, go ahead and say your at.
I think it's Annie,
Go ahead,
AN.E.
guys, and
reads
give her
on
a follow.
Instagram, and then we do have our
Ah,
podcast
shit.
page on YouTube. It's called At Drinks and Reads
Yes.
Podcast
I always forget to plug that in. Even when I'm posting on Instagram.
because it's so
Yeah, like
new,
I
that's
keep
why.
forgetting about it. I'm sorry, I'll do better. All right. For our next episode, we're gonna continue on the Halloween Cabinets of Curiosities with body horror and
Yes.
monstrous transformations episode. Is that what it is? It's gonna be a
Mhm.
doozy. Don't miss out, guys.
Another
All right then,
doozy.
guys. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Damn
I
it, I
think
did it
we
too
actually
fast.
got it that time.